What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Big Market Ventures. How's everybody doing today on this wonderful Tuesday afternoon? Today's adventure is going to be at another cemetery. I've never been here before. It's called Shockoe Hill Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia, located in the Shockoe Bottom area, right off of 7th Street in Richmond. First time here. There's a few notables here, but I don't know where they're at in the cemetery. But there's one notable that I do want to try to find while I'm here. Hopefully I can find. His name is Peter Francisco. He was in the Civil War, and he was a huge dude that came over from Europe. I think he's Portuguese, and they say he stood like 6'8", and it was probably close to like 300 pounds. And during one of the wars, he carried one of the cannons over his shoulders and lugged it off the field. I don't know the full story or the full history of him. I mean, I've heard bits and pieces of him even during school. But if you Google it, Peter Francisco, that's kind of the gist of what he did. But you can go into a deeper research for yourself. So come join me on this adventure. Let's go try to search his grave. Like I said, I don't know where it's at in the cemetery, because it doesn't look, it's not as big as Hollywood. But I think there's two sections of the cemetery, and there's another section across the street, but I don't know if it's open. But I think I'm in the right section of the cemetery. So let's try to find his grave, and if I can't find him, we'll just walk around and just take it all in. So come follow me, guys. When I looked on the website, this is one of the pictures I seen on the website. The shot of tombs right here. And to be honest with you, I don't know if they're actually notable or not, but I'm gonna find out. If I even recognize the names. George Fisher, husband of Ann Fisher. To be honest, I don't think Peter Francisco, I think he's not far from here. So we're just going to kind of just walk around and see where he's at. A shot of the buildings behind. I don't know what building that is right there. See, if you can see across the street, I think that's another section of the cemetery, but I don't know if it's open. That's the only gate that's open in the cemetery on this side of the street. So that's the one I had to come in through. So let's just go walk around and search for him. Every once in a while, I like doing cemetery vlogs because I like history. I'm not a history buff, but every once in a while, I do like to go visit some historical sites and stuff like that. Not just travel vlogs and fairs and things like that. I like to do other stuff too. I'm hoping I can find them. I'm hoping it'll take all day. I think he's in one of the gates, like one of these little gated plots. It's the old cemetery, you can tell by the tombstones and headstones. I think some of it looks like it's been demolished. The vandals, I think, probably did this. That's a shame. Really a shame. This one looked like it's about to fall off the stand right there. I don't know if it's a haunted cemetery or not. I haven't heard anything about it. To be honest, I haven't heard much about the cemetery. I know it's around. Obviously, it's in Richmond, but I haven't done any research or anything on the cemetery grounds or anything like that. Let's see if we can search for them. Not far from here is Lakewood Cemetery, close to the East End, and that's where Arthur Ashe is buried at. African-American tennis player who died of HIV during a blood transfusion back in '93. I might go do that one sometime this week or later next week or whatever. Even though this is an old cemetery, there are some, I don't know if it's fresher headstones, but, well, they have fresh headstones, but look like it's still people who died back in the Civil War, because these headstones right here look pretty new. And that one over there those look pretty fresh. So this is a really old cemetery. And obviously, the headstones back where I showed you earlier in the video, look like vandals got into here and just demolished it. For those that served in the military, thank you for your service. There's Peter Francisco's name right here. So my guessing he's in this section somewhere. Sons of the American Revolution. And you got the list of the names right here. In honor of the patriots of the American Revolution, buried here, dedicated by the Virginia Society, Sons of the American Revolution. Pretty cool. All right, let's go search for them. If he's in one of these gated plots, he should be in there by himself. Also, watch your step when you walk in the grounds here. The grass. It's got some hills where you can kind of just sink your foot into it and you might twist your ankle. Come on, Peter, 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 Peter. Gotta be around somewhere. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people buried here. Well, way back in the 19th century, in the Civil War. I don't see any new plots around here. In memory of Anton Q, born in Rain, Westphalia. Definitely not on sturdy grounds. Almost looking like the Leaning Tower of Pisa right here. You know what I think I might do? I think I might just get in a car and just drive down through each section of the cemetery instead of walking all over the place. I mean, it's good steps, don't get me wrong, but I did my little workout earlier today, so walk Back all the way back down to the car. I'm the only one here. I'm surprised. And that not a lot of people visit this cemetery. Or at least it doesn't seem like it anyway. Alright, I'm in a different section of the cemetery. I'm closer to the back. Now I had to just drive around all the way from the front. See, I'm kind of winging it because there's no one here. I can't find anybody to or to talk to anybody to find out where his grave's at or anything. So I don't know. I can assure you he's in this cemetery. You can actually Google Peter Francisco and his burial place, and Shockoe Hill Cemetery will come up. I 1000% guarantee that. It's just like finding a needle in a haystack right now. Let's see. Kind of walk back up this way. Maybe it'll help if I follow these little arrows right here, because apparently one of the governors of Virginia is buried here, William Cabell. I'm guessing he's right here because I see all the Cabell. Looks like the Cabell family right here, I guess. I think that's him right here, William Cabell. It's hard to read his name though. Died November 12th, 1891. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. I see a sign for Peter Francisco up here. And it looks like the arrow's pointing to the right. So I think we're getting warmer. Dr. William Fauci, first mayor. They're right here. Peter Francisco. More broken tombstones. Let's see. I think he's right here. Revolutionary War soldier Peter Francisco, who died in 1831. Marker placed by Commonwealth Chapter, NSDAR, June 2002. Yep, here he is. Peter Francisco. American patriot Peter Francisco, a hero of the Revolutionary War, not the Civil War. My fault. My mistake. I said Civil War. A hero of the Revolutionary War, marker placed by Richmond chapter of VASSAR, November 11th, 2011. Well, there you have it, guys. We found him. I knew I wasn't far because this is where I started off, right by that tree and that gate. So I knew I wasn't far off. So yeah, they needed a Shockoe Hill Cemetery. They needed to do a better upkeep on keeping these headstones in better condition and not stop letting vandals come in here and destroy everything. I don't want to give it. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt if it's storms that came in here and done it, but I highly doubt it. I think it's vandalism over, just over time, and the cemetery just doesn't really. Maybe they don't have the finances to keep up with it or whatever it is, but it's a shame though. Really a shame. So yeah, we just found Peter Francisco. Yeah, it took a little while to find him, but at the same time, this was my first time here, and I didn't see the little arrow markers on the side of the roads right here that's pointing to where all the notables are at. So that made it a lot easier. If you ever come to Richmond, Virginia, got some, if you like some Revolutionary War history and Civil War, I mean, Shockoe Hill Cemetery has it. A lot of old headstones, old markers, and whatnot. And if you haven't already, check out yesterday's vlog of Hollywood Cemetery over in Richmond, not far from here, probably about a 10-minute ride. So check out that vlog if you haven't already. A couple of presidents buried over there, a few governors, Jefferson Davis, so on and so forth. So until next time, folks, we'll see you on the next adventure. Thank you for joining me. So take care, guys.